Welcome back, Scorpio. This is going to be your September of 2020 ASMR Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising placement tarot forecast. The first thing that I would like for you to do is take all of the anger, frustration, hatred, any of those negative emotions that you've been bottling up inside of you, sickness, fear, discomfort, and just send them directly into this candle flame. Wonderful. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you. Great job. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there's lots of sparks and smoke. Rough month. Well, sorry to hear. Let's see what the cards hold for you this month, Scorpio. This month I will be using the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. A few of the meanings are slightly different from the normal tarot, or normal. I don't know if there's really like normal. I am thinking about doing a series where I compare the correspondences of the Golden Dawn Tarot to Brotherhood of Light Tarot. And then possibly, if I'm able to get around to it, Egyptian as well. Although Egyptian is kind of a thing unto itself, so I'm going to start with Golden Dawn and Brotherhood of Light. I've been wanting to get into the pathworking videos, but I feel like it would be good to provide a little more context for that. I know that you guys really enjoy the guided meditations. A lot of you have mentioned that. But a lot of you also mentioned that you're not entirely certain where some of these things come from. And so I would like to make sure that there's at least a little bit of context provided on the channel that's available for people who want it. My intention with this channel was for it to be a initiatory tool. And that if people wanted to use it to deepen their magical understanding, they would have something available to do that. And using ASMR to really deepen a trance-like state. I try to be very forthcoming about that on the channel, because I certainly would not want to put something out there that someone might deem misaligned with their idealized path. I remember the first time even that someone showed me this deck it was at a time where I'd been studying tarot for years, so I already knew quite a bit about it. And this person said, well, what do you think of this deck? And I looked through it and I was like, well, this is a very cool deck. At the time, I didn't really resonate with it. And I had a lot of questions about it. And they said, well, didn't Golden Dawn invent the tarot? And I was like, well, no. The tarot's been around since, arguably, you could say the tarot has been around since ancient times. But really, I think the 14 or 1500s is a good ballpark for the modern deck of cards that we use. So even I at the time was not totally aligned. But enough about that, Scorpio. Let's see what's coming in for you for September of 2020. The current state of affairs. We have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles here, you've got this small child reaching up for this snake, biting its own tail. Two of Pentacles is very much about balance. And a little bit like the Temperance card, but not totally. Not totally. Ah, interesting. So, coming out right away, we've got the Two of Wands, which is all about your creative spark, your capability. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So I see that you're at a very balanced place in your life. The Two of Wands also represents your dominion. We've got fire energy, and we have earth energy, all right? But Scorpio fixed water energy. So let's continue. If you have fire or earth energy in your chart, though, this is very much going to speak to that. And here on the Two of Pentacles card, so if you're a Scorpio rising and you're watching this, it's possible that your sun and moon signs could be fire and earth energy. And I'm not just saying that to trip some people out. I'm saying that because it's statistically possible. It's important also to recognize the line between the mundane and the sacred. Not everything is a sign. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Alright, so in the past, we have this Wheel of Fortune. This card reminds me of 2001: A Space Odyssey, the beginning, and that awesome piece of music called Thus Spake Zarathustra, which longtime viewers of the channel will recognize my love for Nietzsche. But what this refers to is at a time, probably in the not too distant past, where things turned for the better for you. And I see that reflected here in your primary position. Now, down here, we've got your current state of affairs, right? This would be like your sun sign. So this is the energy that you're putting out into the world. This would be like your rising sign. So this would be more like how the world reflects your essence back to you. And then here in the middle, this would be, that's the truth. There's three sides to every story, right? There's the one person's side, the other person's side, and the truth. Let's start there. Excuse me. We have, alright, so here we have the Six of Swords. Now, typically the Six of Swords is about exile or travel. Here we have almost a Salome type figure holding a severed head on a platter, right? It could be a reference to something that you did because you wanted something very badly. And maybe it was a bit questionable. Let me reference the booklet here too, because as I mentioned before, some of the correspondences in this deck are a little bit different, and I don't want to do a disservice to this very overwroughtly thought out work by ignoring any significance. Six of Swords. So, a fatal beauty, an unexpected disaster. Yeah, very much that that Salome energy coming out. Let's look here on either side. Got you putting yourself out there as the Hierophant, and we have, yeah, this Five of Pentacles has been there for a few people in that rising sign position, right? And it's in the reverse. And to me, it's not about being left out in the cold. It's more about like these trapped inside feelings I think a lot of us are having. But again, let me reference the booklet, because this has come up a few times now, and I just want to make sure. This picture is a little bit different too. This is a gentleman tending to his wine grapes. I only want to do this for Scorpio and maybe for Capricorn, of really going into the booklet, because I think you guys are the ones who probably care the most. Yeah, breathlessness and unappreciated efforts. To me, there's definitely an energy here of like going to the beach even though you should not. And really knowing what the right thing to do is. Really sticking to that script. So maybe you would like very much to do these things, but you're not doing them right now. And then some of you, you're sticking to the script. You feel like you're being safe, but maybe are taking some unnecessary risks here. So this card is for the future. But I've actually been liking to read the Hopes and Fears card first. So here we have the Six of Wands. You desire victory. Well, of course, who doesn't? Let's find out more. So we've got the future here. Got your goal or destiny here, and then we also have the final outcome, right? Future, we've got the Princess of Chalices. Now, you are a water sign. This is more of a Piscean card, but more than that, it's a card about an offering. And it could even be an offering of money, because fish is money. But it could be an offering of emotion as well. and that's in the upright. That's showing up in the upright. I think that right now you are in a really good place with yourself. You're like very balanced right now, and you're really feeling yourself. So it would not surprise me for someone to be very attracted to that and to make an emotional offering to you. It could also be you making a positively received emotional offering to someone else. Your goal or destiny, and your hopes and fears. Final outcome. Sorry. Alright, so the goal or destiny, the Hermit. I think if you've been flopping about a bit too much, you're going to be tucking all that back in. And the Nine of Pentacles here, because this is in the final outcome spot and it's in the reverse, I think this is wealth and financial independence that will be coming into you not in September but further down the road. So not something that's not going to happen because it's in the reverse, but something that will be delayed. Or not delayed. It's probably coming through in its own time, but it's letting you know that this is in your future. And the Nine of Pentacles is very much about financial independence, also girl boss energy. But you don't have to be a girl to have girl boss energy. I just want you to know that. Let's find out some more about these things. I want to know more. And my clarification deck is going to be the Micah Ulrich Flux Arcana this month. I would like to know more about this offering here. I want to know more about this kind of scenario going on down here. And I want to know more about this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that goes up there. There's something about loving you, something about you're very soft. You don't have to be soft. I think a lot of Scorpios are a bit soft around the edges, but not all the way through. Again, with the stinger, you're surprisingly soft. I think I'm in love with you. I think that has to do with this. Let's find out. Let's see here. Let's start down here with this situation. Alright, so we've got these three cards in the upright. Which is the Lovers, the Judgment card, and the Magician. You will be manifesting something that you very much desire, and I get, because the Lovers card is coming out, that it's going to be in relation to this Princess of Chalices situation, but we'll have to look at those cards and find out more about that. And it's like, maybe it's because there was something that you cleared. We've got the Judgment card and the Magician together, and especially because it's on top of that Six of Swords and Five of Pentacles reversed. I think you cleared something, and it's opened up the possibility for you to have deeper and more meaningful romantic partnerships. You have here the Star and the Hanged Man, and they're both in the reverse. So the Star can be about you not really feeling yourself. I don't think that's the case here. The Star could also be there's something self-limiting about this newfound power and energy. And the Hanged Man reinforcing the idea that there's something there that there's a sacrifice that you could make to improve your own well-being. Or perhaps a bullet that you should have taken for someone else. But it wasn't really in your best interest to do that yourself. But maybe it was in the best interest of something else. And that could be any number of scenarios. This is a general reading again. Let's look at this Princess of Cups energy. Whoa. 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 Well, so on the one hand, we've got the Emperor in the upright, and on the other hand, we've got the Hierophant in the reverse. And between them, we have the Moon card, right? Now, the Moon card has a lot of duality to it, and it kind of implies there's a high road and a low road. And if you take the low road, you have to be ready to dodge those obstacles. So that could very much speak to this situation. Perhaps you've chosen to take the high road here, and it's opening up these things for you. You've chosen, maybe moving forward, to not embrace this so tightly. And then this Nine of Pentacles in the future. Oh, that's cool. We do have the Sun card coming out, so that's very good energy. But we also have the Tower and the Empress coming out in the reverse. Now, this could be good. This could just mean that this lies in your future. Or it could be a rejection of the feminine leading to adverse change. But that's going to be up to you, because it's a general reading. Because we have the Sun card coming out with all of these things, I take the Sun card coming out, whether it's upright or in the reverse, to be a very positive influence. And therefore, these things all being a very positive part of your life moving forward. But it might be something that does not come to pass in the month of September. All right. Let's throw some rocks. Oh. I had a rock go back behind the chest back here, so we definitely lost one. It's not necessarily for the best. We have this one opal here between the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. I think part of this balancing for you is to become more sagacious and really embrace asceticism. We have two opals here on the Sun card, and it's attaching you to this Wheel of Fortune. And I think this is an opal, yeah, and it was like up on this very weird edge, so standing at attention. We have then this line of opals leading here to the Judgment. So because there was a change in fortune, there's going to be a judgment here. I have this shell here. Shells are money, and it's on the Lover's card. So I think also there could be money tied up in whatever this offering is. We have a quartz crystal here on the edge of the Six of Swords, and it's kind of between the Six of Swords and the Emperor. So it's a very rough energy. And then here, an opal on the corner of the Judgment card, creating that line going down through to the Magician. So this Wheel of Fortune turning, bringing this end times type scenario, and then you rising from that into your full power. Yeah, and then this other opal over here on the Moon card being kind of like part of this dichotomy. When I put the laser on it like this, it creates this really cool, it's almost like a lightning effect. Almost like this guy is shooting lightning into the sky. Eschewing the moral high ground of the Hierophant for the power of the Emperor by way of the Magician. Thank you so much for joining me today, Scorpio. I have had a wonderful time reading these cards for you. I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below. Keep it positive. Any comments that I deem to be kind of negative, I just delete them. I hope you won't take it personally. I'm just doing what I feel like is best for my mental health, and I would hope that you would do the same as well. Thank you so much for joining me today and for all your support. I really do appreciate it. And I love to see you guys month after month. I hope you have a great September, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. And I hope to see you again very, very soon.